It's time for another team game on Arena. Let's see how this is going. We have playing in red, blue, green. In green, JonSnow as the Huns playing flank. Then we have Eddie in blue as the Persians. That should be a very nice pocket player here, or pocket civilization, because paladins should be in order, and bombard cannons most likely if it's going to Imperial Age. And on the other flank we have Tom Yum, a player I don't know actually, but he's playing as Celts in red. So 3 against 3, the top right hand side to team Eddie, JonSnow, Tom Yum. Don't have a name for that right now. And then we have on the left hand side against the Celts we have Janik, who's playing as the Byzantines here. Monk Rush is a possibility, of course, but then again, Byzantines are very strong in Imperial Age as well. In the middle as the pocket, we have Igloo, another player I don't know, as the Spanish. This should be interesting. Yannick already saying, yeah, this is Celt, so let's see how it's going to do here. And last but not least, Ovenka as the Goth in yellow on the other flank. Oh, Goth against, what did we have here? It was against Huns. That's not a classic, but a very interesting matchup. Not sure how this is going to go. Let's go for the resources first. It's pretty hard on a team game, at least for me, to spot out all the resources and who they belong to. We see the main resources for JonSnow here, all forward, the main gold and the main stone. We have 2 gold patches between the 2 players here, so at least one of these must be Ovenka's, I guess. Second stone for JonSnow is forward. And does he have a gold inside? I'm not sure yet. No, doesn't look like it. There's more golds. There's one more gold between the 2 teammates here, between Eddie and JonSnow. Let's see where Eddie's resources are. He's got 1 gold inside, main stone relatively back, and the main gold very safe in the back here. Also the second stone, that's nice. Eddie got 4 deer inside. That's very awesome for him. JonSnow, I failed to look for the deer. 3 deer close to the gate. Could get them in if you wanted to. Let's see what he's actually going to do here. And we have another gold here in between 2 players, Tom Yum and Eddie. Tom Yum got a 2nd gold inside the main gold. Relatively forward, not too nice, at least not on this side of this space, because this would be really forward. It's kind of on the side, should be alright. 2nd stone forward for him, main stone safe in the back though, and that's nice for the Celts to have a stone that is pretty safe. Also 4 deer, which he can get easily if he wants to. The base for Tom Yum actually okayish. And then again we have a gold here, which might be Tom Yum's, which might on the other hand be Yannick's. Yannick got 3, maybe 4 deer inside. It's at least 3 deer. He's got 1 gold forward. Ovenka saying I'm versus Hans. Yeah, we remember Hans against Goth. Got a relic close, this boar inside, another gold outside, and the main gold on the far end of the space here on the side should be able to protect this. An easy wall here. We can see another gold here for Igloo. Let's see, we have the main stone for Yannick and the 2nd stone safe in the back. Also extra berries, and TC here would be very nice for him, or maybe in this wood line. Let's see what he's going to do with the Byzantines. I think we've seen everything we need to know about Yannick's base. We've seen this gold. Main stone for Igloo is kind of forwardish, but that's alright, I guess. The main gold is forward, that's not too nice. And there's another gold here between the 2 players. I guess this is actually technically his gold. 2nd stone safe in the back, that's awesome. And the boars should be inside as well. Of course, players are taking the boars because we're 20 population already. There is another stone here. That's probably Ovenka's 2nd stone. Then he's got a relic inside as well. And we have the main gold on the side. Pocket Persians you can boom, and palace maybe. Spanish, yeah, possible. Or Kongs, that's the other possibility, but I guess palace are easier to mass. Deer for Ovenka are forwardish, the main stone is forward, and the 2nd gold here kind of forward. And as I said before, probably at least one of these golds belongs to JonSnow actually. Rush Hans and have free boom with gold, yeah, that's a possibility as well. So they're talking about strategy already. Let's see what the players are actually going to do. Not sure we should focus here. Go faster right now because there's not too many things happening. We have 2 more relics in the middle of the map, but I don't think anybody's going for like pure relics. It's not like in 1v1 where the relics is that important. And all the players will go to Castle Age now most likely. I don't think we're going to see anything special in Feudal Age. Maybe a few scouts fighting each other or running away from each other. But otherwise there shouldn't be too many special things. Gonna keep an eye on the pockets, on the flanks of course. Let's go for Edie's point of view right now, because we can technically, or in theory, we could see what they're going to do. I really can't, because I don't have too much team game experience, but one or other of you can probably tell what this build order is about here. Tom Yum, oh sorry, I'm on Edie's point of view. Should have gone for Tom Yum, my fault. What is he doing? Going to feudal age, arriving at feudal age right now, 26 population. Doing blacksmith and markets, that doesn't look like a big rush here. I guess he's going to boom a little bit. Then we have Edie as the pocket, clicking up to castle age right now. We have, of course, Persian pocket, so I don't think anything like aggression or something will happen here. Who's next? Igloo is the other pocket, Spanish, going for a stone, wants to get a castle out, wants to get conks out. That's alright, take a little bit of map control, help your flanks if they're rushing. That's pretty nice, because the Conquistadors are just very, very strong. JonSnow with the Goth, Market Blacksmith, and he's not on stone, so we're gonna see a little bit of booming, I guess. Sorry, it's Hans, not Goth. My fault, Goth was Ovenka. And we still might see a little bit of 3TC boom, maybe Siege Workshop later on. Then we have Janik with the Byzantines. What do we see? Yeah, monks is still a possibility, but only 2 villages in gold, so it's pretty unlikely actually. And we have Ovenka in yellow as the Goth. 2 villages in stone, but it doesn't look like an early castle. Looks more like booming. It's the question about your forward castling. I guess that's going to Igloo. Let's go for Igloo's point of view here. He's got 550 stone, only now advancing to castle age. He's pretty late, 30 population, and probably loom, yeah. Team game, we have a little bit of lag usually, so that's alright. And nothing special happening. TC coming up for Tom Yum on the main gold. He's still got 2 villages in stone, so he should be able to get a castle up eventually. We have Edie having a TC on the main gold, 1 TC on the woodland. That's 3 TC. It's going to be a pretty nice boom for the Persians probably. We have JonSnow going with a TC on the woodline. Do we see another one? Yes, on the main gold. So everybody just happily booming apparently. We have Janik. We're doing 1, 2, 3 TCs on wood and stone, on gold, and nobody going aggressive really. Igloo, Spanish, going for a castle and a defensive one on that. I'm not sure why. It's pretty much delaying his boom, and something that should not happen. He's going for a monastery, so I might go for a few relics here. But yes, main gold, that's a really awkward position, and Ovenka Xing right now wants to tell where to go with the Conquistadors probably. The castle will be up very soon, 18-minute mark. Yeah, perfect. And we should see a few Conquistadors coming out very soon now. But otherwise, not too much happening right now. I can keep an eye on the villager number. And Janik and Edie on 45, 44, so they're ahead pretty much. Edie with a very, okay, he's got Persians, so that's pretty easy to get a head start. And Janik actually doing a really good job here with this FC and booming. So the only aggression will come from the pocket player from Igloo, and I think that's not the right thing to do here. Ovenka is booming, but 3 TCs, no 4 TCs. That's nice, so he's going to get a good boom in. He should be able to get a lot of villages in a short time, and then be strong in Imperial Age, have a good eco. First Conquistador coming out, but yeah, JonSnow can see this, of course, and he shouldn't lose villages. He has done loom as well, so these Conquistadors are going to be a pain in the ass, and won't be easy to take gold now for JonSnow, at least for the time being. On the other hand, he's going for stone, so he might get a castle up here. And barracks coming up as well. I'm not sure if you're going to see pikemen. He's Xing now, probably saying, can anybody help me here? But we don't see any military units for either player. And TC number 4 now coming up for Edie, maybe a little bit late. Oh no, it's number 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 4. There's number 4, is it? I think so. And still 1 Conquistadors, but Igloo is sending more apparently, or he's got more on the map. He's also going for the relics now. And while TC number 4 coming up, I think also for Tom Yum, who's got 1, 2, 3 TCs in a row, now going for another TC on this gold here. Janik probably got, Siege Workshop and Monastery up, so Janik could be able to go to Imperial Age relatively soon, but he's clicked up already. Oh, and my overlay doesn't work apparently, but he's on the way to Imperial Age, just the first player, I guess. Of course, Byzantine's a little bit cheaper, and we have 70 villagers, so Janik with a really, really strong boom coming in. I'm going for Rams there, and he's gonna go for the Celts player probably, and Tom Yum probably is not nearly as close to Imperial Age. age. Getting the force TC up and running, yeah, that's good, but 69 villagers, that's a good number, but yeah, Imp is pretty far away and he needs to get a castle up soon, and even then Byzantines can do a fast capture, can do bombard cannons then, so Janik is probably going to go really aggressive here. Archer range coming up, this could mean either hand cannoneers, or we might see the arbalest. Do we see any blacksmith upgrades? No fletching or anything, so I'm guessing it's going to be hand cannoneers. University is up for Janik. And at the same time, Conquistadors fight against Eddie's monk. Eddie managed to convert a Conquistador, and he's going to try to get more Conquistador going down. One monk for one Conquistador, but that's only one conversion for two monks. For three monks? Three monks, that's not good. And JonSnow still has trouble taking his gold. He probably should have gone for a castle way earlier to protect his main gold, and he's gonna have a hard time to get a good start in the Imperial Age. Now Janik is up to Imp, going for more archer ranges, and he's getting chemistry immediately. He's got capture done already. He's gonna break through those walls really fast. We're gonna see bombard cannons later on as well, and Igloo pretty far behind on the villager numbers because he went a lot of conquistadors, something that didn't really pay off, I feel. Was good. 1, 2, 3 TCs now running, and 2 relics inside the monastery. Could go for number 3 here, maybe later on. JonSnow now getting the castle. Oh, and this should be interesting. He's sending the villagers back immediately. He knows the conquistadors are way too strong to compete with them. 1 villager going down, 2 villagers, maybe 3. Nope, no more shots. Conquistadors taking a few arrows here. Janik on the left hand side, going through the walls. So easy. Look at this cat ram and a lot of gates coming up, but these take quite some time to be built, and the cap drums are pretty strong here. Now these gates might not even go up before they being torn down. This one is in trouble because 3 cap drum on this one gate, and now Siege Workshop going forward. The first hand cannoneers flooding in. Janik with a very, very strong game right now. 6 archer ranges up, and I'm assuming I'm gonna see bombard cannons very soon as he can afford them. But Ramsey is fine right now. And the hand cannoneers are going to do a good job against the Void Riders that TomYum has produced. So Janik has done everything right, I feel. The question is, what is Edie doing right now? He is up to Imperial Age, of course. And do we see stables for him? Yeah, Cavalier Research coming in, +2 defenses done on those knights. And TomYum Xing immediately saying, yeah, I'm in trouble, you need to come and help me. JonSnow now doing barracks, no archer ranges actually. Does he want to go for hand cannoneers as well? He could go for his castle now again, and I think he's going to try, but at the same time, Igloo is going to go with the Conquistadors. He's probably going to see this. And now we can see Ovenka, who is up to Imperial Age, send out a lot of pikemen. And I again confused the Huns with the Goth here, but Huns player still not able to take the gold, still not able to take the castle, to get the castle up. I think the archer ranges might have been should have been put up a little bit earlier. And now we have trouble on TomYum's side because there is halberdiers, which are, of course, the perfect counter to paladins here in Trash War and Trash units, so pretty cost effectively. And while we have pikemen for TomYum, who's also up to Imperial Age, the hand cannoneers are pretty strong here. I'm just waiting for the bombard cannons for Janik right now. And Eddie now a little bit slow. He wants to get paladin first, I guess. Yeah, of course he's clicked paladin, but he's still not engaging. And Igloo, with a lot of resources in the bank, now is on the way to Imperial Age. He's doing stable, so we're going to see paladin for him as well. And at the same time, TomYum is still in trouble. He's managing to hold this castle, and now I'm trying to wall the castle in, but the ram did the job. It's going down pretty fast, and now the hand cannoneers is a really nice spot. I don't know if TomYum has murder holds. Looks like he got it, maybe, but no, not anymore. Cavaliers moving in from Eddie, only +2 defense, could have gone +4 right now, and now TomYum trying to wall the castle in. I'm wondering why Janik is not going any bombard cannons right now, only doing rams. That's a mistake in my opinion. The bombard cannons would be so much stronger. On the right hand side, this castle is still not going up, but JonSnow at least taking the goal. That's nice. Now doing skirmishers, and lead skirmisher will be on the way probably. Lead skirmisher is, yeah, there you go, is a relatively good counter to the Conquistadors. Do we see Igloo with the elite conch upgrade? Conscription, but only 1 castle and no elite Conquistadors yet. So he's not gonna do this. He's gonna go for Cavalier, of course, and Elite Conquistador is probably not the best thing in the mid-Imperial Age. So, oh, Siege Ram done for Janik, interesting, but I still miss the Bombard Cannons, and the Siege Rams are going to be pretty strong here as soon as the Paladins are down, and that's what the Halberdiers and Hand Cannoneers are for. So the main fight is still happening on the left flank. Eddie now sending a few Paladins to the right hand side. The castle is finally up for JonSnow. The lead skirmishers did the trick, and also Eddie is sending Paladin that helped a little bit. Now Siege Workshop's coming up for JonSnow, and I think the score switched here now, because Eddie in the score lead, and Janik not getting past that castle. Finally, Bombard Cannon, that's way too late. Janik played so good, but the Bombard Cannon should have been done a lot earlier, and I think now this castle could go down. Ovenka still doing a good job, sending a lot of Halberdiers. He's probably not either he's not using his gold, or it's sending it to his teammates. I'm guessing he's sending, and yeah, a lot of idle villages right now, but this is going to be fixed very soon. And oh, we see Elite Huskars, so my fault. He used the gold. Does not want to go for trash only. The castle is finally down, but now there is not much Halberdiers left, and the Paladins can. No, it's not enough. There's too many Hand Cannoneers still, and Janik at the end taking the score lead for his team. We see a huge wall coming up for Igloo here, getting map control and protecting a potential trade line here. Very nice to see. Problem is Ovenka finally suddenly seems to be in trouble, at least a little bit. On the other hand, he's sending Elite Huskars, and those things are just so strong here. And Heavy Cav Archer for JonSnow won't really do anything against the Elite Huskars unless they bring Microed all the time, and that's unlikely. At the same time, Tom Yum is still able to hold with the help of Eddie here, but doesn't have Halberdier. Let's see, in the wars he could go for help, but not even pikeman production right now. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he wants to wait for, we see Onager, Heavy Scorpion, only one Siege Workshop, that's not enough. And Tom Yum is not looking good here, only 96 villagers, and it's gonna lose the TC. Now the Bombard Cannons are just very strong at this point in the game, and Tom Yum is in trouble. Eddie has to help on both sides, which is not easy to do, and on the right hand side JonSnow will be able to hold for a little bit, but the question is how long, because if Ovenka is sending more and more Elite Huskars, then we know where this is going. A few barracks coming up in the middle or towards the left hand side. And Janik even doing a TC, and this gold, very nice for him. He's in the middle of Tom Yum's base with the Hand Cannoneers, and this is not looking good for Tom Yum's team here. 3 Scorpions and a Mangonel. What can you do against Siege Rams? You can guess 3 times, and then you're still right, and you're 3 times right. Paladins moving in now for Eddie, but Eddie needs something else other than Paladins. He needs to do some form of trash, I guess, or maybe even Siege. And being pocketed through is just so hard, in my opinion. Of course, there's a lot of experienced team game players who can really do this, but more or less on Arabia. I'm not sure how it is on Arena. It takes a lot of practice as well, I guess. And while this TC is going down, Ovenka is still able to keep the distance to JonSnow here. JonSnow taking the gold right now. And where did the Hand Cannoneers go? Janik got cut off, got caught by Eddie's Paladins. Very nice attack here. And now Ovenka in the score lead. While Eddie having the Paladin here, it's missing +4, interesting, but he's moving out now, and I'm not sure what Janik is doing right now. Let me see, is he switching to something else? Do we see any barracks maybe coming up? Halberdier upgrade is done, and barracks coming up, so Janik is reacting accordingly. He knows he needs something against those Paladins, and he can't go Hand Cannoneers forever, probably. So right now, the fast helps, being fast produced, and the cheap helps are going to take care of those Paladins. And on the right hand side, JonSnow doing okayish for now, but Igloo is coming in with Paladins now, and this should be interesting. This could change the game here. No gate here, that's a little bit of a mistake, I guess, but it's alright. And now we're going to see 2 armies with Paladins here, one of each side. So the question is, who can do better right now? And this is going to be really complicated to cast, so if I'm missing anything, you know I'm a noob at team game casting, so don't blame me or blame me, but I can't change it anyway. And Janik right now is in trouble somehow. He's got a lot of resources in the bank, but he doesn't really know what to do with them apparently. Not producing anything from the archer ranges, now doing a few more hand cannoneers, but I think he needs to go elite skirmishes as well. He needs to mix in trash, maybe even hussar, and needs siege again. I guess 2 bombard cannons here placed behind the walls could be very good. And Eddie doing a really great job here. Ovenka still leading his team, and he's got elite skirmishes on the field as well. Still sending more halberdiers, and I think, yeah, as expected, the Goth with the highest population, followed by Eddie with only 10 less units, so that's good for Eddie and for Eddie's team. I'm not sure who's got the relics, but I won't check right now. I guess Igloo got a few of them. And while Eddie's trying to raid the gold, Igloo is coming in with a little bit more paladins. And both are fully upgraded, so that's pretty much the same. But Eddie doesn't have the numbers, and Igloo is going to take a good fight here. On the other side, Eddie is taking on the siege workshop with the help of the siege rams and heavy cav archers from JonSnow. Janik now exiting on the left-hand side, asking for help, I guess, and Ovenka is sending halberdiers already. Ooh, he wanted to build a castle here. Didn't even see this, producing more hand cannoneers, but the longer this game goes, the stronger Tom Yum will get with the Celts, so Janik could be in trouble later on. And Janik now even deleting those walls, and Eddie going in, but he's gonna lose the paladins here, they're on low HP, and this castle will be finished now. Also Igloo sending a few paladins, and at the same time JonSnow is now going into Ovenka's base with the siege rams. He's taking down these walls, maybe it was a gate, I guess it was a gate, and Ovenka suddenly has to put up a few barracks inside his own base to be able to defend against the heavy cav archers. Now I'm assuming he's done anarchy and can produce Huskarls from the barracks. Anything else would be very surprising. Let's check Ovenka. He's got enough gold to produce, but he's got 210 units, so he's pop cap. And right now he cannot fight this force. Also, halberdiers are just standing here. It's so hard to get your army to the right position when you're everywhere on the field or on the map. And Eddie has good control of this game, I feel. Only problem is now Janik and Igloo are joining forces, and they're taking control of the left-hand side again. Janik again sending siege rams, and Tom Yum might be in trouble. I hope he's gonna go Onager or something. Maybe with scorpions, because otherwise he could be run over pretty fast here. Look at this. And only pikemen, no halberdier upgrade for Tom Yum. That's really bothering. Somehow, I don't know. Now Eddie going with the paladins into the eco of Ovenka. That's probably a very smart thing to do. Janik now leading his team again, interestingly enough. And JonSnow has to go back because there's too many elite Huskarls, I guess. Also too many halberdiers in the middle. And everywhere on the map fights are happening. So I'm not sure where to focus here. On the left-hand side or right-hand side. At least not on the middle, because there's the wall and not much is happening here. And Ovenka again housed, so he should be able to defend. KD for Ovenka should be interesting. 315 lost units. Yeah, that's alright as the Goth player. A lot of heavy cav archers for JonSnow, and they can deal with elite Huskarls even. Huns against Goth is a pretty interesting matchup actually, especially for 1v1 on Arena. Usually the Goth should be a little bit better, but we've seen differently too. And yeah, we keep an eye on that. Eddie is still sending paladins wherever he can, and I'm assuming the first trade lines are up. 43 minutes, and just as I'm saying this, Eddie is calling GG, where JonSnow resigned already. Probably because on the left-hand side they cannot stop this now. A lot of siege rams, a lot of paladins on the way, and Eddie's paladins are too far away. Not sure how many he has actually. And now this game is over. Eddie had 41 military units, but they were mainly on the right-hand side. So Tom Yum now got overruled, and interesting strategy. Maybe a little bit lucky, but Janik and Igloo going at the same time, while Ovenka was able to defend as the Goth. That was pretty smart here to play, and yeah, Ovenka just said, I can deal with it, so go to the left-hand side. At least I'm assuming that. And like this, team, Janik, Ovenka, Igloo winning this 3v3. Very interesting team game, 44-minute games, 40-minute game, and a lot of things happening, of course. That's the advantage of team games. You have a lot of action here, and I'm gonna go with the 4v4 very soon too. Maybe it's the next game that's gonna be up, not sure. And I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games, and GG.